Getting set for the Washington Capitals and the Montreal Canadiens at the Bell Centre. Thank you for joining us here at recruits.ca. Should be fun tonight, for sure. The number one thing we're all going to be watching for is Jonathan Drouin, the first-line center of the Montreal Canadiens. Two things we're watching for, of course. Number one, can he play center? Can he handle the role defensively? Can he win some face-offs? And two, can he develop some chemistry with his line mates, especially Max Pacioretty? He's got to develop some chemistry with Pacioretty. They practiced together at LCC, which we showed you at Recruits in August. The right side guy, Ales Hemsky, if he develops some chemistry there, that's a bonus. But he really needs to develop some chemistry with Pacioretty. The Hemsky situation, it is fluid. It could change. I thought that Arturi Lehkonen was going to be the first-line right winger when the preseason began. And if Hemsky doesn't work out, I would imagine that Lehkonen will work into that role because Gallagher seems to be set up with Danault and Galchenyuk as the second line for the Montreal Canadiens. Elsewhere tonight on the blue line should be interesting as well. Victor Mete has been moved away from Shea Weber. I mean, you had to know that wasn't going to last. They wanted to see Mete and see if that mobility, that fluidness to his game, that quick passing that he can achieve, that fluid skating that he has would be a nice match with Weber. And maybe down the line, of course, it will be. But of course, for right now, Mete is heading back to London to continue his tutelage under Dale Hunter, which is just an outstanding hockey program, as we all know, and it's one of the reasons that he has improved as much as he has, being under the Hunters there. That is a great place to learn, and I assume that's where he's going to be learning this year before becoming an AHLer in Laval at the age of 20. So, who is the first pairing, you ask? Mark Streit gets Shea Weber. I find this to be interesting because I haven't really loved Mark Streit so far in this camp, but the organization likes him in that role. They practiced on the power play as well this morning, so they are going with Weber and Streit today. We also are hearing that in the end it could be Jordy Ben that plays with Shea Weber. It's a hole in the organization right now for sure. Andrei Markov is no longer here. He's in the KHL, but the Canadiens have $8.5 million to spend, and they are evaluating right now whether they have a first-line center in Jonathan Drouin and whether they have somebody that can fill the first-line role on the left pairing D with Shea Weber. When they get an answer to those two questions, they'll know where to spend that money. In goal tonight, also interesting, the heir apparent in the backup position, Charlie Lindgren, who was so outstanding in the red-white scrimmage game here a couple days ago, stopping 8 shots out of 8 in the shootout, faces NHL competition tonight. Should be fun for him to see if he can handle the likes of Ovechkin and Kuznetsov, who are drawn into the lineup. Carey Price is the other goaltender tonight. Just another night for him. All he's trying to do is make sure he doesn't take a puck in the face and make sure that he doesn't injure his groin or anywhere else. For veterans, all they're trying to do right now is get through this game. If you're not aware, all of the preseason games start at 7:05 before they switch to 7:30 in the regular season. So if you haven't headed out and you're going to the game, you better get in the car because traffic in Montreal right now is never an easy thing. 7:05, the Capitals and the Canadiens, the second of 8 preseason games and the first here at the Bell Centre. So pull up a seat and join us. For recruits.ca, I'm Brian Wild.